What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today I need to show you a new Digimon thing that's gone and been revealed. Because, oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this is a thing of absolute beauty. It is a big fancy box to go and celebrate the second anniversary of the Pokemon TCG. And this is one that is just absolutely beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely beautiful. Now, it has gone up on Premium Bandai. Pre-orders opened literally on my birthday. Yesterday was my birthday. It was a crazy busy day where lots of stuff was happening. Remember, today is the day that BT11 officially comes out in Japan. So that's kind of super close to my birthday. All of that good stuff. But apparently, my birthday wasn't complete enough, because they went and dropped this. Pre-orders are open until October the 19th, and it is a $100 product. For comparison's sake, the Tamers Evolution boxes, which up till now have been like the premium products, they have been $70 products. So the fact that this is a $100 box really is a big thing. And actually, while we're here, I do need to give a massive shout out to the lovely Edgar Moranes, because they actually sent me a message yesterday, like pretty much as soon as this was announced, they sent me a message offering to act as a kind of proxy address for me so I could order this and they would forward it on, which is such a sweet offer to make. I really appreciate that. So look, this is a very, very premium product. It is a very cool product. It is one that I want, and I'm sure a bunch of you want. Now, couple of things to bear in mind. This is firstly cool and amazing and brilliant. It is also completely and utterly inessential. 100% do not need inessential. There is nothing in here which is unique outside of the artwork. We've got a bunch of alternate art, we'll get there in a minute, but we don't need any of the stuff in this box. It is just a super premium box full of fancy cool stuff. And I love this. I absolutely love this. I have been praising Digimon pretty much since the beginning for doing this, because this is what they've been doing and it's just phenomenal and I love it. Because basically what this is, hey, are you a big Digimon nerd that wants some really cool exclusive stuff? To which I, of course, answer yes. And they go, right, have this cool stuff. But here's the thing. It's also, hey, do you just want to play the Digimon TCG and you don't want to have to muck about with any of this? Oh, fine, don't worry about it. It's wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely wonderful. I am such a fan of how they're doing this. It is really, really cool. So with all of that borne in mind, what do you get? You get a lot, ladies and gentlemen. So, first of all, we've got, well, in total, we've got 14 fancy anniversary cards, but let's take them in 2 slots. So first of all, we've basically got ourselves 8 cards that are basically level 6s and. So we've got a reprint of the BlackWargreymon from BT1, the one that gives you security attack +1 when you're digivolving, which is kind of cool. We've got the BlackRangermon from BT1, which I know isn't a level 6, but it's the one that's got recovery +1 when you play it. It's seen a huge amount of play. We've got the Craniamon from BT3. That's the one that's got blocker, and your Digimon with blocker can't be deleted by opponent's effects, which is really cool. We've got the Lilithmon from BT3. That's the one that, if you've got 10 or more cards in your trash, you can put 2 purple option cards in your trash to your hand, and then once per turn when you use an option card, you gain 2 memory. This has been like the Lilithmon loop. We've seen a bunch of this. This actually went and won the regional I commentated over at the UK Games Expo. Just recovering these cards, it's kind of amazing. We've seen the Imperial Digimon Dragon mode from BT3. When your Paildramon or Dynabemon would digivolve into this card, you can reduce the cost, and it's got jamming, and when digivolving, you suspend all your Digimon with jamming, which is very cool. Oh yeah, and the BT1 Omnimon, and look, Yes, it's an amazing card that deletes a bunch of Digimon, or well, all of the ones that share a particular name when you Digivolve, and when attacking you can underspend by putting a level 6 back into your hand. In the BT1 meta, in the Booster 1.0 meta, this Omnimon was like fully broken. Obviously, it's not anymore. It just hasn't been seeing the play lately, but that's not really the point now, is it? It's still just... And this is the card. You know, if you're looking at the iconic Digimon TCG card, it's this. This Omnimon is the iconic card. It might not be good anymore, but it's still iconic. We've then got a couple of option cards, and you'll notice it's full gold treatment, border and everything. And if you haven't noticed yet, there is a 2nd anniversary stamp on the card. Moves around a bit card to card, but it's on there for all of them. Holy Wave is a 6-cost card that triggers recovery +1 deck, which is nuts. And Breath of the Cult is a 2-cost card that gives reboot. And also the Digimon can't have its power reduced or be returned to the hand or deck for the turn. So yeah, it's a cool card. It's a cool pair of cards. Cool octet, is that a word? It's a cool set of cards, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very cool set of cards. But we're not done yet, because we've also got a bunch of little cards. And it is actually, and I adore this, this is Booster 0.0. This is literally the 6 cards from Booster 0.0 that have been made available in many different ways at this stage. And they're now being reprinted again, but they're being reprinted as this fancy version. And I just love this. I think this is really cool. I love that these cards are coming back. Obviously, you've got the Agumon, which was like the first card ever, and it's still... This, to me, is actually the iconic card. Omnimon is the card, but when I think Digimon TCG, this is the card I think about. Lets you delete a Digimon when you play, it's fine. And then you got the Biyomon that lets you delete a Digimon in battle and survive to draw a card, which is kind of cool. The Gabumon that trashes a Digivolution card from one of your opponent's Digimon. The Gomamon that lets you gain a memory when you trash a Digivolution card. That one's actually seen a bunch of play. The Patamon that lets you recover if you got one or few security cards, which has also seen a bunch of play. And the Gatomon that gives you extra power if you got 3 or more security. 14 fancy gold promos. 14! That's a lot, ladies and gentlemen. That is a lot, but we're not done here, because there is another set of 8 promos that you get as well. Now, these are all alternate arts that came out in Japan a little while ago, and this is basically how we are getting them. There are 8 of them, they're alternate arts, and they're pretty much based around hybrid. So you've got the Agunimon here that can digivolve into an Ancient Greymon for a 2-cost, but then it gets deleted at the end of the turn. And it's also got an inheritable skill that reduces the cost by 2 when you digivolve into Ancient Greymon. And then you've got the Lobomon, which is just the equivalent thereof. So it can digivolve into Ancient Garurumon for a cost of 1, which is even less, and then gets deleted at the end of the turn. And if you just digivolve normally, it's got an inheritable skill that lets you reduce the cost to go into Ancient Garurumon by 2. You've then got the Kumamon, which is a hybrid Digimon, but when digivolving, you trash a card from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. The Kazumon, there's a hybrid Digimon. Nothing else, I'm afraid, it's just a hybrid. The Beetlemon, there's a hybrid Digimon, but when digivolving, you reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, grab a hybrid and a JP Shibayama. And then the Loemon, which, again, is just an ordinary everyday run-of-the-mill hybrid, I'm afraid, no extra skill. We've then got and to be fair, like some of these, like the Kazumon sees a huge amount of play, the Kumamon sees a huge amount of play, Agunimon and Lobomon have seen a bunch of play in the relevant decks. I've played a whole bunch of Beetlemon in green. It's good, they're all good. We've then got the Neomon that doesn't really see play. That's one that lets you play a Tamer with an inherited effect from your hand for free. And then on all turns, once per turn, when your Digimon with a Tamer in its Digivolution cards is deleted, you can play a Tamer from your trash for free. But the far better one is the Bokumon, that when you play lets you reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, add a card with hybrid or 10 warriors and a Tamer to your hand, and on your turn, once per turn, when one of your hybrid Tamers digivolves, gain 2 memory. Or when one of your Tamers digivolves into a hybrid Digimon, I should say, gain 2 memory. And that Bokumon has been an absolute staple in like pretty much every hybrid deck. It has been extremely cool. But that's not even all. You also get this absolutely stunning playmat of Wargreymon and Metal Garurumon and Omnimon. And again, you're talking about early cards. You know, these are kind of BT1 cards, or that kind of era. And you've got that, the artwork that they've stolen from those cards, which is amazing. And you get yourself the Digipet sleeves. Now, this is really cool because over in Japan, they basically released a set for the 25th anniversary where you could get yourself a whole bunch of promos and you could get yourself the Digi-Egg sleeves, which was very cool. But then it was revealed to be coming over here, and we've got the 25th special memorial pack. You get one of those when you buy a box of BT11, and it's got 3 of those cards at random in there. But they didn't tell us how we were going to be getting the sleeves. And this has been a bit of a question, because in Japan, over on Premium Bandai, they released the sleeves and the promos. Well, here we're getting the promos with a BT11 pack, but we're not actually getting the sleeves. This is where you get the sleeves. And yes, it is 2 sets of sleeves. And yes, each of them is 60 sleeves. Again, love that it's 60, because remember, we play with 50 card decks. We don't want 50 sleeves in a set, because then the second we break one sleeve, it's over. This is perfect. Oh yeah, and then you get a storage box as well. And I'll be honest with you, and obviously, we got Hououmon and you've got your Hououmon there. I don't really care. The box, and I actually like the box. It's kind of an ugly design, but I don't really care, right? Because we've got 14 absolutely stunning gold cards that are reprints. Then we've got the Digimon Frontier card set with those 8 promos. Then we've got the playmat. Then we've got both sets of sleeves. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, this might be a £100 box, or $100 box, but with the exchange rate at the moment, £100 box. Yeah, I don't even care. Love it. I absolutely adore this, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the coolest things they've done. This is one of the absolute coolest products Digimon have done. And I probably used something on I haven't actually done the thumbnail yet, I'm just recording it now. But probably on the thumbnail, I wrote something like best product ever. And I'm not exaggerating. This probably is the single best, and I'm not hyperbole here, I believe this. This is probably the single coolest product they've ever made. 14 gold cards, 8 stunning alternate art promos, playmat, the sleeves that look like the old Digipets. Everything about this is amazing, and sure, it's a $100 product, and I know not everybody is going to want to pay that, and that's absolutely fine, but I go back to the beginning of the video. This is an absolutely stunning product, which is amazing for anyone that's interested, and it is completely 100% inessential, so anybody that doesn't want it can just flat out ignore it. And I love this, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely love this. Right, that's enough gussing about this. I've told you what's in it. I've told you why it's cool. Now it's over to you guys. Remember, if you're in the US, this is on Premium Bandai until the 19th of October. Then you miss out. But there is the usual thing. The pre-order period may end suddenly if the maximum order limit is reached. I.e., yes, it's open till October the 19th, but they are not guaranteeing. There's only a certain number they can make. If they run out, if they get too many orders, they will close it. Also, as a side note, I haven't actually said this yet. Although nothing's been announced, nothing is official, remember, everything that has gone up on Premium Bandai has found its way into local game stores, etc. in Europe and other territories. So we should assume that's going to happen again. I don't think they've announced that. I could be wrong, but I would be absolutely beyond stunned if this didn't make its way into game stores in Europe and such. Right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me how excited you are. Tell me anything you want to tell me. Go nuts in the comment section. But be nice, would ya? And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts where I answer all your questions, join a Discord and chat with us, anything you really want to talk about. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.